working from home can kind of scare some people. They're like, hey, so do you stand up? Do you stay sitting down? Do you go outside? Like, there's all these questions that people ask about remote work, and I'm here to show you 3 ways that you can actually stay active, and 3 ways that I try to stay active throughout my day while working remote and also after, because it's really important to not only think about what you're doing from your 9 to 5 when you're home, but also what you're doing to kind of get up, move, be active, be healthy outside of work. In fact, you're actually sitting on a shelf that was handmade by my partner, and it has a bunch of plants on it, and I will hopefully insert some sort of B-roll here. Cool, so welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that small B-roll of plants. They're slowly growing. I live in the Midwest, so the sun is not the most prominent thing here, unfortunately. Oat milk. If you haven't watched my day in the life video of a product manager working remote, please make sure to watch it. Somewhere on the screen there should be some sort of little like boop thing that comes up, and then you can click it and watch it after this video. Just make sure you open it in a new tab, and we'll just all be dandy. Staying active while you're working remote, that's the topic, right? So these are 3 ways, and 3 ways I'm gonna mention might work for you. I think you will probably have to find some variation of this that works for your own schedule, or maybe you already do all of these things and you don't even have to watch this video, so you can just click off. But one of the main things that I do while I'm working remote is that every hour and a half I make sure I stand up, and that's probably too long to be sitting down. That's just what I probably will start bringing that to an hour, and like even less than that. But every hour to an hour and 30 minutes, I have a timer that goes off in my brain that tells me, hey, stand up. And I usually feel it, like I will either start getting really fidgety, or my back will start hurting, or my eyes will start getting strained, right? So those are kind of signs that I internally look out for when my body is like, Irma, you need to stand up. You need to move those phalanges and those limbs around. So that's usually when I do that. You can be more rigorous around this. You can get an Apple Watch, super expensive, and have it remind you to stand up every once in a while. You can also set up your own timer on your laptop, phone, etc., whatever digital device you have handy. And yeah, just stand up, move around, get that blood circulation going. If you sit for too long, your brain will actually not work as well as it can, because you're not letting your blood flow. So make sure you're standing up. I think it's common sense, but I think people forget because you get so zoned into your work. And if you are working remote, this is even a bigger issue. So make sure you're standing up, make sure you're moving, make sure you have something to signify, hey, X person name, insert person name there. Stand up. And that's the first one. So the second thing that I do with my partner is that we actually go rock climbing. 3 times a week, we will go rock climbing, and sometimes it's around 4 p.m. to 4:30, so a little bit right before work ends, and that's usually if we don't have a lot of meetings and we coordinate. We were able to make it earlier to rock climbing, so it's a good break in my day to just be like, okay, stop working, go work out, and then come back. Rock climbing is really great because you're not just mindlessly working out, which is a big thing that I don't like to do. I don't want to do mindless things. So it really activates your brain. It really makes you want to look at the route, map it out, read it, and then move your little legs up on the rocks. And so I would recommend picking up something that is easily accessible to you, that you can afford. There's a lot of factors that go with that, but some sort of activities to get your body moving throughout the day. We also do group fitness classes, which I love, and maybe it's like super grandma-ish of me, but I really enjoy group fitness classes. I enjoy working around other people that are doing the same thing as me, because it makes me more motivated, and I know that we're all like suffering together, and that's really great to know. So you have a local gym, if you have a YMCA, or if you have friends that want to work out with you, it's a really good way as well to meet with them maybe midday for lunch, and instead of eating lunch, you can work out for 30 minutes and that's it. That's your workout for the day. You're good. If not, obviously working out before and after work is always good, but definitely having some sort of activity where your heart is racing every week at some point is really important, because you're not walking around like the normal office people do. You're not going up downstairs. You're not taking elevators. You're not going outside, probably as much. So that's the second one. The third one, this is one that I preach, but I don't practice, and it's getting a standing desk. And I don't have one because they're super expensive. So if you have the money for it, or if your company is willing to pay for it, you can obviously get a standing desk. And what that allows you to do is that you can actually start sitting for part of your day, and then the other part you can stand up. And you can put it at different heights and super fancy and motorized and all that jazz. But it's a really good way so that your back doesn't start hurting. You can also buy like these mats where you can like stabilize yourself, and you can work out your core somehow. Yeah, your core gets like strong because you're standing on this mat. Don't know. But I'll leave links to these things. They're not things I'm making up, I swear, down below. So those are 3 ways that you can stay more active, from probably least expensive and free to the most expensive. Putting a mental reminder or an extra reminder to stand up, working out with some sort of activity, workout class or otherwise. And the third one is buying an actual product that will make you stand up for part of your day, which is really, really good and awesome for your health. So links to all the things I mentioned that can be linked will be down below. Let's check it out. And if you're interested in watching more videos around remote work and around just tech in general, make sure to subscribe. And as I mentioned in my last video, I am actually holding office hours. So if you're interested in learning about remote work, have questions about remote work, how to get into remote work, really a lot of anything about remote work, there's a Calendly link down below that you can click on, choose a date, and schedule 15 minutes with me and we can have a chat. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.